What's going on out there, good people? I'm hitting wrong buttons over here. This is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, coming at you today with another daily trade review. And today, this is going to be a red day recap. We will be reviewing trades that we ended up red in our mall account. It was a good day though. Good day today overall. Started the morning out trading DATS in our main account. Got a good trade off of that. Market opened and we finished our morning session red in the small account. Came back in the afternoon, took an afternoon trade on the SPY. Almost got back green. Almost got green, but not quite. Took a swing play on the SPY, and that one is doing good in our main account. Let me take a peek at it real quick. That one there, we bought a 457 call. It's going to expire April 14th, and we're up 21% on that contract. We paid $4.63 for it, and we're actually up $100 right now. So that's pretty good. And then I'm looking at AMD. I bought some shares of AMD in that account. Paid $118.09 for those, and they're up 120.12 is where it closed at. So right now we're up 1.75% on those shares. My plan is to hold those long term. So I will be averaging in, trying to buy a few shares of those maybe every 2 weeks or so. But let's go ahead, take a peek at the thumbnail watch list, see what things were looking like, and try to get through this one fairly quick. I got someplace I needs to run to. So this is what we were looking at today, the usual five. And other than DATS, didn't have anything else on the list. Actually, I did. I had PDD, which made an excellent move off the open to the downside, but I wasn't looking at it, so I didn't catch any of it. But if we look at our charts today, at noon, everything had a steady uptrend. That's what we like to see. If we look before noon, everything was choppy. But afternoon, everything was good. Nice steady uptrends. We were done trading by then, so we didn't get to catch any of that. But we did come back about 2 o'clock, sit down, look at the market. And that's when we took our last play on the SPY in the cash account, in the small account. And then we bought that swing play. But let's take a peek at TraderView, look at the grand scheme of things. We're reviewing trades from March 28th. We took 9 trades. We see we had a closed P&L on the day of $22 in the red. And if you look at our trades, all of these trades really should have been green. All of them should have been green. Even this Microsoft that we lost $40 on, that should have been a green trade. But we were just sloppy. We were trading so sloppy today. Ended up taking trades, moving our stop to pretty much flat, and then it comes back and stop us out. Instead of taking what the trade was giving us. Most of these we were up at least 1R. Some of them we were up a little bit over 1R. And we would let it come back out and stop us out. We need to work on that. That's something that's it's becoming all too regular. But let's go ahead and get these charts pulled up, and we will get reviewing. And I got to get out of here in a minute, so I'm gonna try to get through these fairly quick. But first trade that we took this morning was on Apple. We got in Apple at 942. See where 942 is. Bam. We got in Apple. Plan this to reject this level. We were playing this to reject this level and come down. So we got two contracts, got in at 942. We were out at 1004. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. We got out at 1004. So this one here, we could have been out right here. This is close to VWAP. We're only playing this back down to VWAP. And VWAP is an area. We could have been out here and then maybe got back in on the retest, or just been done with Apple and tried to find something else. We might have caught PDD. But made 20 bucks on this trade on two contracts, paid $82, $82 per contract. And we sold each of them for $92. So small investment. One of the gentlemen that always commenting, and I like his comments because he is very thorough on his reviews for his daily trades. And he had made the comment about the profits. And if you look at that, that was paid $82 a contract. So let's just say we paid $200. Let's say we paid $200 for these, but we know we paid a little less and we made 20. That's 10%. That's not bad. You're not going to get 10% on your money at the bank. So that's the other thing that I need to kind of focus on is don't really have to look at the P&L, but looking at the percent that you're making on those trades makes a huge difference. But we're going to go to our second trade. Second trade, AMD. At AMD, we played, what is this? AMD, we played calls. And we got in these at 1007. See where 1007 is. Looking at the 1 minute, I like that entry. We were getting in as this tested the VWAP to go back up, thinking that our first area is going to be here. But this thing broke the opposite way. It broke the opposite way. And we got out of this 2 minutes later. 2 minutes later, 1009. 1009 and 17. So probably somewhere around here. Again, like I said, left a little bit if we had got out right there. Really can't be mad at this trade, though. We made $6 on this trade. Made $6. Definitely better than getting in here, setting our stop here, and taking this full stop. Or letting it come all the way back down to flat. So this one here was not a bad. I can't be mad at that. The trade just didn't do what I thought it would do. Because we had bottom and tail. Got a bottom and tail, a little indecision. Bottom and tail, somewhat undecided. And then the candle that we got in was a bottom and tail. Coming back to an area of support, which is also the VWAP, and it just rolled over. So can't be mad at that trade. That trade going into it was good because we get in right there. First target should be up there. And that would have been a dollar move. And we would have been good on that. But that trade just didn't work. But we went right back to AMD. And now is where we should have saw that. And I'm looking at this and I can already see, like, I should have saw this. I should have saw this at the time. We got in right here, playing a call. We bought 2 calls. So get in here, target here. Downside here is we set a lower high. I didn't catch that when I'm trading, but we set a lower high. A lower high tells you that you headed most likely into a downtrend. So got in there, stopped there. We stopped out a minute later. See, my neighbors out there walking today. A minute later, bam, we stopped out as it came back to the VWAP. And that was a quick $20 loss. A very quick $20 loss on that trade. Again, previous video, look to the left. Had I looked to the left, we are getting in on a lower high. A lower high. So this opened, it set a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high. Trend could be changing on that lower high because see, this should have came here and kept going. Nice pullback, half of the move at support at VWAP, but it didn't have the steam to set a new higher high. So shouldn't have got in right there. And like I said, that one cost us $20. $20 to get educated on it right here, sitting and watching. Next trade that we took, went back to AMD. Now we've recognized what this thing is doing, and we bought a put at 10.15. We bought 2 puts. Boom. As it's breaking VWAP. So we see that it's in a downtrend. When this candle breaks the low of that candle, we got in. We bought 2 contracts, paid 151 bucks for them. Got out of those 3 minutes later, 10.18. 10.18. Somewhere in this candle, and it's a bottom and tail and it's green, and we thinking that this is about to go back up. We got out basically flat, $6. And we see that this did go down a little bit more. But if you hadn't really recognized that this thing pretty much had got into a channel. And Jonathan, one of the gentlemen that I be chatting with in Relentless Traders group, had made the comment, like, we in a channel. This is not going to be good. Unless you want to play the channel. You play it up, you play it back down. But yeah, that wasn't the best trade either. And we made $6 whopping dollars. All right, now I'm going to skip a couple of trades just so I can keep AMD's chart pulled up. And this was our last trade on AMD. Took this one at 10.49. 10.49. We playing calls. And at this point, we just chasing. We are chasing. We got in this one right here. As this came down, broke VWAP. We don't have no confirmation on which way this thing is trending. We can't tell if it's up, if it's down. It's not in a real clean channel. But we bought 2 calls right there. Paid $104 for them. And we got out of these at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. As this comes back down to the VWAP and stops us out for $20. Again, right here, we were green. Look to the left. That's going to be we're running into some resistance. If we don't bust over this here, start looking at either getting out or moving the stop to break even. And we pretty much took a full stop on this one. We lost $20 on that trade. So again, not based on my strategy, I would say it's a good entry just based on what we can get in and set the stop at, but wasn't a good pattern to get into. And that's what we didn't pay no minds to. But I'm going to go ahead and do Microsoft since we took one trade on that one. This is another one. I could just shake my head. I'm like, come on, dude. You know better than that. Microsoft, we were playing puts. We were playing puts. We got in these at 10.25. Let's see what we were seeing at 10.25. That had to have been that candle. Kind of knew it would be. So we saw Microsoft failing down here. And we got in as it broke the VWAP. 2 contracts. Paid $138 for them. And we ended up getting out of these at 118 at 10.48. So let's see where we came back to it 1048. You're going to see why I'm shaking my head. We lost $40 on this trade. We watched this thing come back, retest, come back down. Again, we green here. We green here. And we watched this thing come all the way back up and stop us out. What the Sam Heezy? Don't get it. Even if you're going to stop out right there and you're going to get out for $25. You'll get out for where that stop should have been at. But ugly, 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 ugly. I say it one more time, ugly. So we paid $138 for those, sold them for $118, taking a $20 per contract loss. We were trading to trade today. Said we don't need to do that. All right. Now we went to the SPY. Now let's get our SPYs out the way. This one here, we played puts, got in at 1019, playing puts. Let's see if at least we were getting in on somewhat of a pattern. So 1019, we would have been getting in right there. There you go, arrow. Man, this is like golf. At this point, this is like golf. When I'm playing golf, I can look at your swing and tell you everything you're doing wrong. I could look at your swing and be like, or somebody else's swing and be like, oh, he bent over too far. He leaning too far forward. But then when I go up there, I can't get my swing right. I could look at this chart and say, don't buy nothing with this tail, the candle before you, or this candle, or this candle, or this candle. Why are you going to subject yourself to the pain? Because like you say, we're going down. All of this is junk. This is junk. This is junk over here. You don't want no junk to the left. You just want clear pastures. You just want to be able to free fall if you can. But we got in right there as it's breaking VWAP. We're going to put our stop right there. And we'll play this down. We only really got room to right there. So definitely was not a good trade. We paid $65 each for these. Got in at 1019. We were out of them. 3 minutes later, 1022 on this candle right here. For a whopping what? $4. We made what we was going to spend in commissions to get in the trade back. But it was a trade that we did not need to be in. For one, you see a line here and you see a line up top. Let me back this out. See how this is just moving in this channel? And then it finally broke out of the channel. But we bought it in the middle of the channel. Jonathan said it can bend. I didn't really know what he was talking about, so I had to think about it. When you're in the middle of the channel, it could bend either way. You don't know if you're going to bend up, bend down. If you're going to play the channel, look at this. That's perfect. Play it as it comes to the top of the channel and put your stop just above it and let it fall or stop you out if it's strong enough to come through. But don't play it in the middle of the channel. This one came to the top and just bottom fell out. Came almost to the bottom and then worked its way back halfway. That halfway move was still over $1. So that's still over $1, but don't buy it in the middle of the channel. Look around. What the heck are you thinking? Boy, oh boy. All right, let's look at this next one. Next one we got in 1024. Now we're playing the VWAP and not paying attention that we were in an actual channel. So came back in, got this one here. Again, no confirmation. If I was going to buy it off the VWAP, I should have been getting here and here, setting the stop there, but not going to get in here because look, there's a tail. There is a tail. Look at what this thing chopped around right to that tail. So we got in right there. This one, 5 minutes later, we stopped out. So we stopped out of this one, 1029 on this big old green candle here for a $18 loss. $18 loss on that move right there. Again, look to the left. All of these bottoming tails. This is no reason to be trying to go down when you got bottoming tails directly to your left. Think about if this was flipped the other way when this tail is not in the way and you got topping tails, you got clear pasture to go down. But on a bottoming tail, you running into that pasture. Negative. Again, like I said, I could sit here and look at it and see it, but I need to be able to see this real time. So I need to have some notes sitting next to me. I need some notes. But that was our last trade of the morning. Let me make sure. Let me see. Nope, actually AMD would have been our last trade of the morning. Left, took care of some business, went and ate lunch, whoop-de-whoop. And then we came back around 2 o'clock, looking at the market, and we see the SPY has made this nice move, and we see it consolidating. Look at this nice consolidation right there. My mentor, who doesn't know he's my mentor, would say this is a ruler breakout. You could drop a ruler right there. Look at everything came right up to that line. This one here kind of peekaboo. That's what you call a shakeout. That comes up, shake you out. Came over. Then it made this move. Came back down. And these are shaking you if you thinking that you're going to go down, I should say. But if you were to get in right there and you set your stop there, you never stop out going to the high side. But if you were trying to do something like I would most likely do and say, I'm going to play this down, that one will shake you out and then take off and be gone. But we bought one call. We bought one call at 245. 245. Let's see where 245 is at. 245. So we got in as, all right, there you go. So we got in as it broke this area right here. As it broke that area right here. No real place to put a stop. We're kind of chasing this, I will admit. We got out of this at 1445. And actually, no, that's not where we got in. Let me remove that. We got in at 1425. I am sorry. So we wasn't totally chasing. Let me come back down on this one and move this over. 1425. I was looking at where we were getting out at. So my apologies. We got in here as it was breaking this ruler. So we had already missed all of this here. Got in there. We're putting our stop down here. We kind of know that this is going to act as resistance, which it kind of did. And we got out of this one at 1445. So we got out on that candle. So rolled it up just to this area, and we see it pushed all the way back down to the area. We got out, left a lot of money on the table. Left a lot of money, but we made $40 on that one contract. We paid $52. So $52, and we sold it for $92. We almost doubled our money on $52. We almost doubled our money. But I'm noticing a pattern. I'm noticing a pattern. I don't know if y'all have noticed it the last few days that I've been trading. I've been doing better in the afternoons. I've been doing much better in the afternoons than I do in the mornings. I'm not sure if that has just something to do with the volatility once the market has smoothed itself out, but I've been doing a lot better in the afternoons. I'm gonna have to pull up, have to look at my stats on TraderView. But that was our last trade of the day, and like I say, we ended up finishing the day up down $22. Ended up finishing down 22. And we bought 2 contracts right there. That definitely would have gotten us out of the red. But considering how I was trading in the morning, I was like, let me just take one contract, limit my exposure, limit in case it doesn't work. And then it worked perfectly. And then, like I said, I bought one in my Webull account because, like I said, I try to buy one contract in that one, usually trying to make $25 a day. In that account, that's a true small account. That account may have had $300 in it just from like when Webull would give you shares, and I sold those shares. Hadn't funded. Only funding that I did for the account is when I first opened it, and I think I might have put $100 in there. But so my plan in that one was to just take one trade a day, lose 10, try to make 25, and if you can get lucky, make 50. Today was one of those days I made 50. But hope y'all enjoyed this review. As you can see, I try to keep it as honest as possible. If I'm doing some tomfoolery, I'm going to admit I did some tomfoolery. And a lot of them trades today were utter tomfoolery. But we'll work on it. We'll work on it. We still new at this game. I gave myself a year and a half to get very proficient. Year and a half to get very proficient at this. So, yep, just work with me. Stick around for the ride. I don't plan on going nowhere. Object of this game is to sustain. Most people that fail, I hear, are people that blow their money. They blow their accounts. And I don't plan on doing that. I got other income, so definitely won't be doing that. But if you hadn't hit that like I said, please do so. And we'll catch you on the next video, which hopefully will be tomorrow, which will hopefully be a green day, which hopefully will be a day where you won't hear me say, what the heck are you doing, Look Around? And on that note, peace.